I'd like to thank all the volunteers and thank our sound people today.
Woo, sound people.
And coming up, we have a wonderful treat. We have Al Poindexter. If you want to hear songs about Florida legends, colorful characters, and backwater places, then listen to Al Poindexter perform his own songs, old-timey songs, and blues tunes backed up on his National Steel bottleneck guitar or fast-picking clawhammer banjo. Al has been a performer and avid collector of Florida folklore and songs for over 20 years and writes fresh, new tunes about life and old Florida. You all set?
Are you done lying?
Are you going to pay me now or after, Al?
You know, when you work up your set list, you forget what you wrote on that part, and you go like, now I got to do everything different. I'm going to do a song or two that aren't mine, so. It's a name that I was born with, a name that I've got still, and it rings out with the sound of Baloo-the-Hatchie Bill. Well, you Cluxers tried to scare me with your words of swill. Well, you'll never scare me none, not Baloo-the-Hatchie Bill. Baloo-the-Hatchie Bill, Baloo-the-Hatchie Bill. Freedom loving, freedom hunting, easy riding Bill. Hang me, you can swing me, you can beat me to your fill. You'll never slack my speed none, Baloo-the-Hatchie Bill. I'm from down through South America, like the mossy moss. I'm from up across old Canada, where Paul Bunyan got so lost. I'm from Pittsburgh beer, I'm from Garrett Steel. You know I'll tell you true when I tell you I'm a Christian, a Buddhist, and a Jew. Baloo-the-Hatchie land means never, never land. Never, never bloodied by your bloody hand. Never, never caught up in your kid-like traps. Never, never drained like your turpentine saps. Never, never scared by your screams and squeals. Never, never caught up in your dirty deals. Tortured me with your blow torches. You dragged me from your car, and you tried to burn my house down. You set my woods on fire. You can dynamite my home, you can dig my grave up there on the hill. Well, you'll never keep me in it, Baloo-the-Hatchie Bill. You can try your best to kill me, you know you never will. Ever hurt a finger on Baloo-the-Hatchie Bill? You can try your best to kill me, you know you never will. Ever hurt a finger on Baloo-the-Hatchie Bill? It's a name that I was born with, a name that I've got still, and it rings out with the sound of Baloo-the-Hatchie Bill. Baloo-the-Hatchie Bill. Baloo-the-Hatchie Bill. Thank you. That was written by the famous Florida folk singer Woody Guthrie. It really was. It's a song that Woody Guthrie wrote while he was staying with Stetson Kennedy at Beluthahatchee. Now, Beluthahatchee is a little pond just south of Jacksonville, just over the St. Johns County line. Stetson used to hang out there. He lived there all his life, but his best buddy was Woody, and Woody'd come down and stay with him. Woody wrote nearly 80 songs while he stayed at Beluthahatchee. I've seen all 80 of them typed out on paper. He typed out on Stetson's typewriter while he was there. Words and music by Woody Guthrie, and there's the words. Nobody's got the music. So that tune that I just did, that one made up by a Jacksonville fellow named Alva Allen. I found a couple of those that I really liked, and I put one to music too. So this is another Florida Woody Guthrie song that you've probably never heard before. So I made up the tune. It's not so much about Florida, but he did write it while he was at Beluthahatchee. Well, I've heard of your city called Peacetown. I've heard of your house and your streets. I swear that I'll walk till I find it. That name on my ear sounds so sweet. Well, I vow I'll search till I find it. I promise I'll hunt till I fall. Of all the lost cities around me, Peacetown is the town I love most. Peacetown is the town I love most. Well, I hear my friends talk about Peacetown, how they dance and sing in your streets, how folks that love peace come to live there. I'll come there if I walk off my feet. Well, I might have to walk this world over, climb mountains, cross deserts and seas. No matter how sickly I tremble and fall, I'll come to your sweet town of peace. I'll come to your sweet town of peace. Tell me I can't get to Peacetown. Don't tell me I can't make the trip. I'll hold out my thumb on life's highway. I'll come there by plane, train, or ship. Well, I'll come in on canes and on crutches. I'll come in on feet blistered sore. I'll not stop to rest till I get there. Go back to War City no more. Go back to War City no more. Go back to War City no more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, let's see. We got all these things wired up, so I'm just going to trade off real quick. Looks like we got a small group, but a singing group. So, you know how on Facebook they have this, they'll show you some picture from 4 or 5 years ago and say, you had this picture. So this will have a part I'll teach you. Well, the Ocklawaha River knows where the ancient forest grows. Cypress trees and knees she shows when the water's low. Let's go live in a hollow tree on the riverbank where we can be always peaceful and so free in our hollow tree. And there's room for everyone in our hollow cypress tree. We'll live there forever, not temporarily, and the world will see us living there extraordinarily. Hollow tree trunk living is for me. That's your part. No, not really. Well, I'm going room for everyone. Here's what you do. Hollow tree, sing it with me. Hollow tree, louder. Hollow tree, keep art. Hollow tree. Got it? And there's room for everyone in our hollow cypress tree. Sing it. We'll live there forever, not temporarily. The world will see us living there extraordinarily. Hollow tree trunk living is for me. That was pretty good. You got 4 more chances. We'll invite the birds and the bears. We'll not have any cares. You can bring your rocking chair inside our hollow tree. Here we go. And there's room for everyone in our hollow cypress tree. There for living, not temporarily, and the world will see us living there extraordinarily. Hollow tree trunk living is for me. Now you're getting it. Out on the river, there I see friendly neighbor manatee waves at us excitedly inside our hollow tree. And there's room for everyone in our hollow cypress tree. We'll live there forever, not temporarily. The world will see us living there extraordinarily. Hollow tree trunk living is for me. Everybody that we see, come have cookies and some tea. Grab a plate, have a seat inside our hollow tree. Last time. And there's room for everyone in our hollow cypress tree. We'll live there forever, not temporarily. The world will see us living there extraordinarily. Hollow tree trunk living is for me. In our Ocklawaha hollow cypress tree. Thank you. That was, you guys sounded pretty. On an old-time steamboat or on a Swanee River, heading upstream, gonna reach White Springs. Tell Ford Hotel has a mighty fine supper. That big buffet has everything I need. But the river's too low and the water's too dark. Don't wanna wreck my boat on those rocks. Looking out for the shoal, steady as she goes. That breeze keeps on washing, that wheel keeps on splashing. I keep on asking, where does that river come from when she rolls? Headwaters in the swamp, Okefenokee. It's the ancient Indian land of the trembling earth. And the water runs dark from the leaves and the bark. And it stains the river so it looks like tea. Down in White Springs, you can take the cure. It'll heal any sickness, that's for sure. Come and spend your days, pass the time away on the banks of the river water. We can live like we ought and listen to that old banjo play. Captain Tucker had a little stern wheeler. The Madison was a floating country store. Beef tallow and chicken, beeswax and deerskin, trading lumber and cotton and a whole lot more. Miles and miles away, her whistle could be heard. People flocked down to the landing with their goods. Money to be made, sitting in the shade. She was scuttled on the banks, keep her from the Yanks. White Springs was her final resting place. But the river's too low, water's too dark. Don't wanna wreck my boat on those rocks. Looking out for the shoal, steady as she goes. On the banks of the river water, we can live like we ought and listen to that old banjo play. Well, I'm going to put this back down now. It's just a banjo. Don't be scared. This is a beautiful Hopkins guitar made by Gary Hopkins sitting over here. Give Gary a hand for building. Yeah. It's made out of all Florida wood. Red cedar top, black walnut back and sides. He said, Al, I usually make the bracing out of spruce. I said, not this time. I got to change all my calculations. Well, change all your calculations. I like the sound. It's got a really nice sound to it. I was leaving Jacksonville one day, headed west on I-10. I was not in a hurry, I didn't have a worry. Took the next exit and then I found Highway 90, the old Spanish Trail, Little Two-Lane Highway. It took me places, showed me things left over from yesterday. There were old-time corner, pure gas stations, rusty pumps that don't work, little grocery stores, men sit outside, talk and chew on the porch. I found a little diner right next door, catfish special today. Ain't nobody's fast food, anybody's fast lane, ever tasted that away. Sweet back road, take me where I wanna go. Let's take life so slow. Take me down those old back roads. I was headed south, going to Palatka, down I-95, when a little voice inside my head said, take another back road ride, across the railroad tracks, out along the haystacks, cabbage out in the field, sweet potato vines running everywhere, you know how that makes me feel. Sweet back road, take me where I wanna go. Let's take life so slow. Take me down those old back roads. That road starts in St. Augustine, goes on 500 miles. It'll take you through a little country town. Scenery will make you smile. When you get to Wellborn Highway 1, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a road made of bricks, way out in the sticks, nobody knows anything about. sweet back road. Take me where I want to go. Let's take life so slow. Take me down those old back roads. Thank you. I was going to tell you, see, there's about over 100 years ago now when they first started making roads for cars, they made them out of bricks, and one of them went up and down the eastern seaboard, and I believe that one was called the Old Brick Highway, and you'll see signs for that. No, the Old Dixie Highway. You'll see signs for that. And a lot of the bricks are underneath the blacktop now, and you don't really get to see it. And then the other one was started in St. Augustine, went up to Jacksonville, made a left-hand turn out of what we now call Beaver Street, went all the way out to San Diego, and that was known as the Old Spanish Trail. And that's all under Highway 90 out that way. That was Highway 1 back then. But if you go to Wellborn, Florida, there's a little park in the middle of town. It looks like a 7-foot wide brick sidewalk. Well, that's part of the original highway. Not far from St. Augustine, there's about 10 or 17 miles or so of brick highway still out there. And when you find this crossroad to it, it says Old Brick Highway right on there, and you can just drive down 7 feet. And bricklayers are a proud bunch. See, that road goes straight. And then when it comes to a turn, it goes off on an angle that way. No curve to it whatsoever. They just laid them in the sand, and they're still there. So I think I got time for one more. Going down the St. Johns River. Come on board my houseboat where Helen Blaze is bound. Looking for the channel, some days it can't be found. We'll stay out of the sawgrass, drift through prairie land, tie up at night to a hardwood hammock, dream about our plan. Steaming north on the St. Johns River through the land of the birds and the flowers, sitting in the shining sun and fishing there for hours. Water runs but not so fast, we can all unwind, looking out for the manatee, taking our sweet time. Come on board my houseboat, Lake George we'll see today. Blue Springs, Hontoon Island, we'll stop along the way. And out across the forest, might see a bear. We'll surely see Anhinga dry their wings out there. Frogs and snakes and turtles, alligator too, ducks and eagles, it's better than the zoo. A mullet once jumped in my boat when I got close to the weeds. Caught a great big redfish where the river meets the sea. Now past the Ocklawaha where paddle wheelers ran 100 years ago, the sweetest water lane, world's greatest fishing, best vacation land, now lies at the bottom of the Rodman Lake since they built the Rodman Dam. Steaming north on the St. Johns River through the land of the birds and the flowers, sitting in the shining sun and fishing there for hours. Water runs but not so fast, we can all unwind, look for the manatee, taking our sweet time. Up ahead there's Jacksonville, the river's turning east. boats of folks a fishing, please catch and release. I see the dolphin by the bridge, we're so close to the sea. There's the Mayport Lighthouse now looking after me. Steaming north on the St. Johns River through the land of the birds and the flowers, sitting in the shining sun and fishing there for hours. Water runs but not so fast, we can all unwind, looking out for the manatee, taking our sweet time. Looking out for the manatee, taking our sweet time. Thank you very much. I'm Al Poindexter. Had a great time. There's more people coming up. Plug.
Al Poindexter, and Saturday he will be 150 at the Workshop 1, and on Saturday he will also be on the Cypress stage at 4 p.m.